Hi there, Chris here. Welcome to the final edition of Fix Jack Fox's Lock. And I'm sad to say that I am going to have to post a Wipped on this. I've worked on this probably 7 hours. There's a lot of inherent problems with this. It came to me with a stuck spring and a stuck spring and a stuck pin that I tried to unstick. I tried baking it. I tried, putting everything in there, clean it out, loosen it up, beating on it. I finally drilled it out, or pushed this pin out, made it bigger so I could try and use a little hole in the top of this thing and an easy out to preserve it and get the spring, but I could not do that. But anyway, so I've learned a lot of things. Actually, I fixed 2 of my locks from all the stuff I learned from this. So just because it's a whip doesn't mean you don't learn things. This key, let's see, let's go back a second. So it also ate another spring that is irretrievable. And to get it, I would have to drill this chamber out and drill the spring out. One of the problems is I think those chambers are really worn. And if you look at these springs, let me get this to focus. They're like kind of unfinished. They're not wrapped tightly at the ends. And I think some of those can catch on the serrations and get deep when you're picking, or shimming to pick, or even using the key focus and stick. So I did go to the trouble of replacing this. I wanted to keep it as original as possible, but I did replace it with these springs that, as you can see, are finished on the ends and won't catch. And I also stretched them out just a little bit so that they would be the same size. To no avail. I probably shimmed this thing 7 or 8 times to try and dry fit it without this thing in here. With this spring tension in there, it's a hell of a lot harder. And I'm done. You'll get it, you'll shim it open, you'll set it up with the pins. One of the chambers has no pins and has no spring, no driver, no key pin. And you'll put the key in and it'll work like maybe 2 times and then it'll brick itself again. So you have to start over, you have to shim it again. And it's not a particularly easy lock to shim. And after about 7, 8 times of that, okay, that's cool. Like I say, I did learn a lot. I was able to fix 2 of my locks from what I learned working on this. So not all is lost. So I want to thank everybody for their suggestions. Some of them worked, most of them did not work. But they were all good suggestions. And I know some of you are going to come back with maybe some more suggestions, and more experienced workers on locks. I can hear steel pinnings going, yeah, been there, done that. So you can't get them all. I'm thinking I don't want to really put words in his mouth, but I wouldn't be surprised if he said that. So Jack, I'm going to send this back to you like this, and you could continue to try and work it. I think the key is too worn down. So you would have to change all the pins and you'd end up with essentially maybe a couple of original drivers and no original key pins. I have some blanks coming, but they're not showing up. So that's not an option. But I will send all this back to you, and I want to thank you. Don't feel bad that this was my experience because, like I say, I gained a lot of knowledge. And as little parting gift, I'm going to send you a lock that works. This is not quite as pretty as yours, but the beauty in it is it works. So you're going to get this one for letting me work on this. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for their suggestions and encouragement, and I certainly want to thank Jack. Hell of a guy, wonderful guy. If you haven't seen his channel, go to Jack Fox. Is it Jack Fox? I think it is. I'm having a brain fart here. But yeah, you'll find him. And most people who watch me probably watch Jack, and as they should. So anyway, there you go. We have a Wipped. At least I can move on to other things. Jack, email me, because I'm going to send you this stuff back. I'm going to send you the little nail pins so that you can make up picking pancake locks. Where are we? This, so you can make up your own kind of setup like this to work on these pancake locks. I mean, is that slick or what? That, and I can't remember if we talked about ejector pins. I'll send you some if you want them. I don't have the right size that fit the sparrows. Mine are, the shaft is thicker, so they don't fit the sparrows, and they don't fit the 3D printed one. But you're certainly welcome to those. You know, you can turn that shaft down and do that. But do send me an email so we can figure out all this stuff, what we talked about me sending you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Hit the like, make a comment, and we will see you next time.